What's going on, everybody? Hello. I hope everyone is doing well on today. I'm so sleepy. But I have a good message for y'all. As you can see, I'm driving, so I'm going to turn the camera off. I just wanted to pop on real quick, though, because I haven't seen y'all in a while. So, hey. Okay. As you can see, I hope, well, for one, I hope everyone is doing well on today, on this beautiful Sunday. I was about to say October, but it's November 2nd on this beautiful Sunday. Um, okay, I don't have long, so I gotta hurry up and get into it. You guys, as you can see from the thumbnail, there is, I have a picture on there, and it is the map. It's the GPS, it's the Apple Maps, right? And I put in a location. And God is so amazing how He is just strategic in how he can accumulate a message or revelation from literally anything, right? So basically, what I got from when I seen the routes, it said a suggested route, the fastest route, and it had a route that it said time wise it was longer, but mileage wise it was shorter, and it had fewer turns, right? So let me break this down to y'all, what God gave me with that picture. And it's so, man, God is so good. I hope I do not lose service. I'm low-key waiting. I low-key am feeling like I should wait to drop this message because I don't want to rush it. And I'm in an area where I know my service be so, like, kind of weird. Dang, and nobody has hopped on yet to let me know if you can hear me. I think I'm gonna just keep going, you guys. I think I'm gonna just keep going. So I pray that whoever is meant to hear this, I pray that it's good and it's clear. But anyway, so God was giving me that the suggested route was God's route, right? It was God's suggested direction for your life. It was His ordained plan and purpose for your life, right? So that was what the suggested um, directions meant. And He was saying that the fastest route, that was the shortest, but it was the most expensive route where I would have to pay. I would have to pay. And He was saying that was the enemy's route. The fastest route is always going to seem like it's cool, but it was going to be tolls on that route that I would have to pay for. And then on top of that, it was going to, basically what God was giving me was, sometimes people feel like the fastest route is the best route because you're getting to your destination quickly. But what God was giving me was, when you skip certain steps of the process, you can it can lead you to premature death, because when you get to the destination, when you skip certain steps, you skip certain lessons that you were supposed to receive along the way. So when you get to your final destination and you're not properly equipped with certain tools because you skipped certain lessons along the way. So the fastest route is always going to be the most expensive route, is what God was giving me. And the enemy will always make that route look better, right? We see that the good route, the suggested route, yes, it was longer. It was the longer route, but it still was a good thing. And I'm going to get into that whole good versus better concept, right? That I had learned from from Tiffany Buckner, a video of hers that I was watching about, I believe it was either delay or poverty. But okay, So, and then God was giving me that the route that was fewer turns and shorter in mileage, right? That basically that route was the route that we try to choose for ourselves, that we think is the best route for ourselves. And we see how that route was the last route on the list when you look at the thumbnail, and how it it had fewer turns, and yet it didn't have any tolls, but it still was going to take you a longer time to get to the destination because you were trying to resort to your own means of getting to the destination how you felt like you should get there. And God was giving me that, you know, the fastest route isn't always the best route, even though you feel like you're going to get there fast. Even though you feel like you're going to get there quicker, because, you know, when you skip certain levels and miss out on learning certain lessons, and you're not properly equipped when you get to the next level, it truly could be deadly, y'all. It could be deadly. And I'm really learning to, because these past couple of days just have been really it's been a lot of demonic warfare, for me, to a lack of better words. It's been a lot going on, and you know what, I've just been learning to thank God in the bad. Thank God even in when things aren't working out, like thanking him for these situations presenting themselves, and for him stretching me in my emotional and spiritual capacity. And what I also was learning from a video of Tiffany Buckner is when you claim to be a follower of God and you really step into your relationship of walking with God and doing what he's asking you to do and fully surrendering, you're going to be tested in your walk. You're going to be tested to see if you're going to if you're going to hold true to what you're saying. Are you going to still be faithful to God in the midst of the long suffering? Are you still going to be faithful to God in the midst of a spiritual warfare? Are you still going to love God when your life is falling apart? Are you still going to love God when everything falls away? Are you still going to love God when someone close to you dies? Are you still going to love God when things don't go your way? Right? Because then you have to pay attention to that. Like, when things start to fall apart or not go in your favor, if you end up getting mad at God or say, well, I'm not going to pray no more, I'm not going to do this, that means you operate from a performative heart space, which means that it's not genuine, and you're doing things out of convenience for yourself later on down the line. It's like it's transactional. So it's important to really make sure that, you know, you're operating from a clear heart space and you're allowing God in, because for this next level that you're going to, it's important to really, really fully surrender. Really fully surrender, because major things are happening and it's not gonna go the way that you're used to it going. So, you know, you're just gonna have to trust that God has you even in the midst of a storm happening. And it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have moments where you may fall short, but you just gotta hold fast and keep moving. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was how Tiffany Buckner was talking about God will give us a good thing, but the enemy will always tempt us